All right, we saying no. So my boy Kerry just responded to this. He said trade management. Cool. So let's just dive in it really quick. He said specifically managing a trade when you're on the when you're going for a 1 to 2 or more. Right? Cool. So more than likely what he saw is a video of me doing the other thing. Managing the trades for the style of how I trade in right now, which is 1 hour daily, weekly, and seeing how I actually manage the trades. Right now I'm in one on Bitcoin, so I can show you exactly how I do this one, and then after I show you why I got into this one, or just go into another one where I can show you how I would manage it, then you'll understand that you can fractally do the exact same thing. It happens on all time frames. You choose your time frames. For right now, the higher time frame that I'm using, weekly, daily, hourly. And then for the next segment, you can have 15 minute, 1 minute, 1 second. You can literally do that. You can shape it however you want to shape it. So quite simply put, how I got into the trade, I see my weekly is bullish. We already confirmed bullish over here. Then the daily confirmed bullish over here, as you can see here too, confirmed. So now I'm looking for 1 minute plots to trade through, which is the reason why I'm in on this one right here, because it traded through and then it's going. So now, simply put, I'm just gonna find one like right here, this segment right here that started to run, and then I'll show you exactly how I would have managed any one of these, because this right here is just to show you exactly how the management process would go. Very simply put. So this is where it initiated. This is where we would have started to look for trades coming in right here. Let's see. So bam, confirmed right here. Boom, bam, bam. Yeah, this actually would have been the very first trade that we would have started to look for. So I would have gotten into this one right here. Great. Stop loss is below the candle low right here, because that's the swing low. Cool. So this is exactly how I get in. Let's just say got in right there, and I'm immediately looking to get or go for my 1 to 2 for break even. All right. So I put this up to 1 to 2. This is how I manage the trade now. I put this up to 1 to 2, and then from here I wait and manage. I take my first partial based on the highs and lows. So right now, immediately, since it hit 1 to 2 right here, I go break even. I change that to break even, and now I literally take my partials based. I take my partials based on the swing highs and swing lows. So very simply put, I'll do it like this: swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high. All right, so say I got in right here, price comes up, creates a swing low and goes above that swing high. I will move my partial under this low right here. Very simply put, all right? And then as this one creates its own swing high and swing low, and then it crosses that one, I'll move my partial right here. That's how I'll keep on managing the trade until it fails. And once it fails, that means it's going to hit the partial. That's where I take 50% of my trade. Very simply put. And I do the exact same thing for bearish. So let's just see like what this one would have amounted to. So very simply put, as you can see, I went to break even right here as soon as it crossed. Then it came up, created that swing low right here, and then went and passed it. So that would have been right where I moved my partial right here. It might be a little bit longer than a 5-minute video, I mean, of course, but it'll make sense. So partial, and then this comes, creates another swing high, swing low, and doesn't cross it until way over here. All right, so then there, guess what, swing high, swing low, crosses it. My next partial, I mean my partial would move right here easily. We're waiting now to see if price would create another one up here. Instead it fails and comes back down here and obviously taps it right there. Therefore I take my first 50% partial right here. So that's 2.6. that means it's 1.3 as my partial. That's what I took off right here, because that's 50% of that. So then therefore this is 1.3 that I take off, and now I just wait literally until it passes this to start doing the exact same thing over again, or I'll wait until it comes back to hit the break even. And guess what, this one here comes back down and hits break even. So this one here, well, break even, I mean stop loss. So I only walked away with this trade for 1 to 3. Excellent. As you can see on the daily, we're still bullish. On the weekly, we're obviously still bullish. So all I'm doing now is waiting for our next buy opportunity. Where do I get one? That one does not initiate. This one initiates. obviously, right? So we're still within the trajectory and the time and the bias of the time frames. So now we're going, stop loss is below here. Again, I go for my 1 to 2 to go break even. So 1 to 2, I break even from right there. As soon as it hits right there, I go break even about, let's go so right here. So I go break even. And then now I'm managing the exact same thing. Here's the swing high, here's the swing low, bam. I don't look for the swing high, swing low thing if it doesn't hit my 1 to 2 to go break even first. That's what I need first to go on, right? So now my partial immediately becomes that under here. So that's partial. Then price goes up, creates another swing, and then passes that again. Therefore my partial goes here. Then next, it does that right here, swing high, swing low, and then passes through right there. So my partial goes under this one. Oh, sorry, it goes under this candle because that's the same candle. Then it does the same thing right here, swing low, passes it. So now my partial can now go under that candle right here. Then it comes down, swing low, right? And then it surpasses it right here. So now my partial goes under this candle low, this one right here. And remember, I'm taking 50% once it crosses it. This one here gets surpassed right here. So my partial now goes under this low. See, swing high, swing low, and then go straight past. Now we're waiting on something to pass this. We get that right here, as you can see. So my partial goes now under this low. And now we're doing the exact same thing. So since it surpassed this one came down and surpassed this one right here. So boom. Now it goes under this, and beautifully put, you can see where this green candle here is the one that hit the partial. So that's exactly where we would have taken that first 50%. And on this trade, this is on Bitcoin, this is just a random pair obviously too. So partial, that would have been 8.91, and 8.91 divided by 2 is 4.45. right? So 4.45 is what we took off, and now we have that remaining, and now we're just waiting on something to cross this up here for us to say that we're continuing to look for that thing. Boom, it crosses right there, and now makes that swing low and that swing high. This is now where I would close the trade if it passes that low. So the very first one is a partial, the very second one is a stop loss. So it goes from partial to stop loss once it continues, right? Very simple as that. So now this is T1. You can call it trade one, but if multiple trades, that's fine. So stop loss. So now that stop loss is right there. So we took off 4.5 right here, and now this one stopped out right there in line with this stop loss, and that's 8.33. So remember, we took off 50%. So what we're doing is 8.33 divided by 2, which is 4.165. So 4.165, 4.165, and then we obviously gonna add the two of those. So 4.165 plus 4.45 equals 8.615. So with this entire trade, we walked away with 8.615, and that's how I would do the trade management for the entire. That's just how I would do the entire thing. 8.615, and that's exactly how I would manage the trade. And this is your overall based on this right here, which is where you took your first partial. Then now waiting for it to pass that top, it did right there. And then now you continue starting to look for your swing high, swing low. This was your swing high, this was your swing low, and then it started to pump through. And then now you put your stop loss there instead. And if you wanted to, you could have put another 50% partial right here. So you took your first 50% partial here, and now this would have been 50% off the 50% partial right here. So instead of 4.165, this might have been 2, you know what I mean? 2 point something, which now you'd have secured 6. And guess what? Left the rest to start running. And now guess what? You'd have had even more to start to trim off of this thing. But you can create it however you want to create it. That's just the best way that I've seen. That's how MentFX does it as well. And you know, if you want, you can find many ways to skin the cat. Like finally you can even just jump on the daily and said, instead of you trailing from the 1 hour, you start to trail from the middle time frame, which would be your daily here, and start to do the exact same things. So if I just randomly got rid of all of these, and then we got into that trade from right here, bam, 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 you only get that swing low right here, crosses. So you would have put your stop loss right here, and it would have came back right there. So, you know, you just have to use your discretion to see what's best. And I think this is what's best. So far down here, we took a 1 point, even just on a random thing, right? 1.3 and then 8.65. So within 9 days, you know what I mean, a week and a couple of days, you'd have made a roughly around 10 RR. You know what I mean? 10 RR just on this system alone, and just trade in the right context. You see your weekly. Oh, well, the weekly wouldn't have confirmed here yet, but I just showing you the daily would have confirmed. So if you were just using 2 time frames, if you wanted to make things easy on yourself, you say, all right, cool, I only trade in 2 time frames. So daily and your hourly. So wherever your daily confirms, you start to follow with your hourly. You definitely can do that. You can do 15 minute, 1 minute. You can do anything you want. It's just about showing you how the thing works, so then you can actually use it. Hopefully this helped. Big up on yourself. Peace.